Hey, Haley. All right, happy Sunday, folks. We have YouTube and Instagram going. Jennifer, hello. We are just giving this a minute. I think we are right at 3 o'clock Pacific. Laurie, hello. Rod Javier, hello. Carolyn, hey, hey, hey. Yes, happy Sunday. I've got here a little piece of blue kyanite that is just feeling really good in my hands right now. Laurie is driving. Please be safe. Usually that's Rising Vibes driving on Sunday. Okay, so we're going to get started. I know we are right at 3 o'clock and people are still dropping in, but I do want to get moving. Welcome, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. If it is your first time coming here, okay, we've got several people joining in. So if it's your first time coming, I start the reading with general messages for the week ahead. And so then I would ask you just to hold any comments. MD Marish, hello. Hold any comments in the chat until after we get through the general messages, and that way I don't miss them. And then after the general messages, I will open it up. If anyone has a specific question they would like to ask, or if you just would like a card for yourself for general guidance, I would be happy to pull some cards. So starting this week with general messages going ahead, I am using Cosmic Dancer. If you happen to catch one of my YouTube shorts or Instagram Reels, I did use this deck most recently and was reminded how much I like this deck. So I thought it would be a good deck to use as we close out February, getting ready to step into March. We have the new moon coming up this week as well. So, and what would that be? Wednesday, I believe, right? So Cosmic Dancer just seems like let's get out there. Let's do our dance in the world, whatever that looks like, and just be one with everything, you know, just be one. So let's pull some cards here for general messages ahead, and we're going to pull a card here for Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday. Let's get a card for Monday and Tuesday. This is a rather large deck, so it challenges my shuffling abilities. Tina, get out. Good to see you. Monday, Tuesday. You know, I think there's two cards here for Monday, Tuesday, so I am honoring that. Wednesday, Thursday. Let's have a card here for Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, right here you are. And then a card for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Hello, Alice. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And so again, these are messages, general messages for specific days of the week. And you use the energy throughout the week as it works for you. So I'm saying these cards are for Monday, Tuesday, but does the message apply to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Probably does, even today. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, we did have two cards come out. And see, do you see? I said I wanted to use this deck as we step into the week to go out and do your dance and be you. And the card, one of the cards is Sparkle and Shine, and the other one is Improvise. So we have 2 and we have 26, so that's 8. That's the strength card. That is your strength. And then we have 4, 13, 1 and 4. 13 is the death card, but we also have 1 and 4 is the Emperor in terms of improvising, because the Emperor can create order out of chaos. So Instagram, here are the cards for this week, starting off Monday, Tuesday. We have Sparkle and Shine, YouTube, and Improvise. So as we step into the week, really step in who you are. You know, I put it out in my newsletter this morning. There's just so much going on, and you know, I say this every week, there's so much going on. There's so much going on. And there is, and we can sort of get beat down by it, sort of made small, taking on all the problems of the world. It's hard not to do that sometimes. And the reality is we have to continue living. We have to continue being ourselves. And we can work with everything that's going on, but we cannot let everything going on dim our light, even though that's a hard thing. And so the sparkle and shine is coming in as a reminder to say, really, shine your light. Shine your light. There are people all over the place who need your light. You're here for a reason. Every single a contract to come here. And so be here. This is it. This is your life. I don't know what people think. There's nothing else. This is it. I mean, I do believe that you keep going, but you're going in a different form, right? You're going to be in an energetic, not in this physical body. Sparkle and shine. Be yourself. Improvise. At the beginning of the week, you may come across something you're not accustomed to dealing with, or heck, oh man, I didn't bring a towel to the beach, as if I'm at the beach in Oregon, but I didn't bring a towel to the beach. So improvise. What do you have? Oh, I have a t-shirt. That will work. So what if it's not a towel? Simple example, but the point being that things don't have to be exactly a certain way. They don't have to be so precise. We can create anything out of what we have. So sparkle and shine and improvise. And they sort of support one another, actually. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday. Ho, ho, ho. This was the card that I posted on my reels and shorts, right? I just posted this card, and here it is showing up for the messages this week. So coming in and saying it is important, and it is slow down. Slow down. And so the post that I put out was saying, just with everything, we can be caught up. We can be running a mile a minute. Oh, I've got so much to do. I've got to get this done. And oh, I'm so busy. I'm so busy. I'm so busy. People love to say this. I'm so busy. I'm so busy. You make yourself busy and you make yourself unbusy. So slow down. Just take some breaths. Find some moments to just step back and just be still. It's also number 39. 3 and 9 is 12 in tarot, and so that is the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is about surrendering to the moment. The Hanged Man is about inaction, but in observation. It's about gaining new perspective and new insight. Well, you can't gain anything new if you're fa, right? There's no space for anything to come in. So slow down, just step back, take a break periodically. You need to do it. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, and I do like this card. I just like this deck, plain and simple. Take the lead. Here you go, YouTube. Take the lead. And I love the artwork on this deck as well. Yes, it is true. Take the lead. So you're sparkling and shining at the beginning of the week. You're needing to improvise, just thinking outside the box a little bit. And if you're sparkling and shining, you can see outside the box, right? It's when we keep being small and dull and got to do this, got to keep in here. You can't see anything. So what are you going to improvise about? Then you come to the middle of the week where it's like you're out, you're doing it, but take the moment and pause and appreciate where you are. Appreciate what's coming. Appreciate your improvisational skills. Take a moment and appreciate those and take the lead. So now you're stepping out. And the thing I said is people need your light. So take the lead. Be the way shower for folks. If you're in a situation where maybe things are stagnant, something's stuck, you all keep hitting, boom, boom, the same thing, you're going to get the same results. So take the lead and do something different. Use the skills to improvise and find another way around something. One little change in the dynamic has shifted the whole thing, right? And the pattern cannot keep repeating because you put the little crack in the pattern. So take the lead and do that. You need to be showing up and taking the lead. Doesn't mean you have to stay in the lead. It just means being in the lead helps things move. Being in the lead, taking the lead, helps things progress, right? And then somebody else can come in and pick up as well. Some of us, that's hard to give up the lead, but we'll leave that for another session. Okay, those are the general messages for this week. I love the cards. I love the series. The images are fantastic. Yeah, really good stuff. So this is our week ahead. Okay, I am opening this up to any specific questions or card requests. You can put it in the chat and I will pull cards. I have quite a few decks on the table. It seemed that I couldn't decide where to stop. So 3, 6, 9. I have 11. I have 12 cards, 12 decks on the table right now. It's a tiny little table. Yes, beautiful cards. Yes, I agree. Really like it. Really like it. I really like this Improvise card. Yes, Alice, if you have a question, you can put it in the chat. Jennifer, a general card pull with a unicorn. Oh, and I do not have a unicorn deck on the table. And you know what's funny? It's right there. I can see it, and I questioned whether to put that on the table. So I am going to put it on the table. I'm going to grab that deck. So I've got Jennifer here asking for a card. Carolyn would like a card. And then Alice, you said you have a question, so feel free to put that in the chat. And okay. All right, let me get the all within handy reach, Oracle of the Unicorns. Let's get these for Jennifer. Okay. All right. Let's get that. Alice, I see your question there. We'll get to that. Oopie. Another big deck, another messy shuffle. Okay, let's get a general card for Jennifer. What does Jennifer need to know and do? Yeah, it's this one. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm just going to say this. One of the things that I absolutely love about this deck, it's called Oracle of the Unicorns, is I have a lot of decks, and it is the only deck where I have seen a card come up like this, and it's anger. And I love that this deck, here you go, YouTube, includes this card because it's such a real human emotion. And yet so many decks avoid this thing. So Jennifer, anger. Safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. Honor all of your emotions as sacred. So with challenges, right, and frustration, we may be feeling anger. And it's very important to acknowledge your anger. It's also important to put it in the correct place. And one of the things I put in my newsletter this morning was, with so many things sort of coming at us, that sometimes a reaction we have to something may be a little bit misplaced because it's all this other stuff coming in. And that's where that slow down card is really important, I think, so that you can really get things in perspective. So be sure to honor anger as part of a process. At the same time, recognize that the choice and the feeling of anger is a choice. And so you can be angry at something and you can just as easily, when you're ready, stop being angry. And so what I say is, someone doesn't make you mad. You choose to be mad. And that is okay, as long as you acknowledge that, because then you can choose to unbe mad when it's time for you. So it's a lot to say about anger. I think it's its own session, but it's really important to acknowledge and to honor and to put in the right place, and then to let go when you're ready to let go, right? Okay, you are welcome. Okay, Carolyn had a question, then we had Alice, and then we had Tina, and is it Miriam? Do I have that right? Right? Do I have that right? Okay, Carolyn, general card for Carolyn. Let's have a general card for Carolyn. And Carolyn, I think I'm going, yes, Oracle of the Unicorn. That's a great deck. Card for Carolyn here. What does Carolyn need to know and do for this week ahead? Where's the card for Carolyn? It's you. Okay, Carolyn, take time to breathe. Well, there we go. Slow down, right? Take time to breathe. Thank you, angels. I breathe with ease, knowing you're here. Is your card, Carolyn, on YouTube. And then coming over here to Instagram, Margaret. Thank you. Instagram. Okay, so Carolyn, your card is take time to breathe. Thank you, angels. I breathe with ease, knowing you're here. I also get this message about breathing issues. So I don't know if, you know, there's a cold, just some stuffiness, or the air needs to be cleared out. Maybe some, you know, it's too dry. There's something coming through here with breathing issues. But also taking time, taking that pause. Wow, that is so on point. Good. And it's a great image. Check that out. Right? Check this out. And I think it even goes back to Jennifer's card of anger, of taking the breath. Right? Taking the breath. Okay. So we come back here to Tina wanted a general card, and then Alice and Margaret. Hi, Terrell. Okay, so Tina, general card. Let's get a general card for Tina. And Tina, I think it's Sacred Traveler for you. Okay. Let's get a card for Tina. Card for Tina. What does Tina? Right here. All right, Tina. This goes right back to the beginning of the week. Vast vistas. Expand your horizons. Here you go, YouTube. Vast vistas. Expand your horizons. So for folks who may not be used to my readings, even though I'm pulling cards for specific questions, these are cards that eventually all of them start to overlap, and they all weave and they all connect. So please don't consider this card only applicable to Tina. It's a message Tina needs, but there's probably many of us who can benefit from the message. So vast vistas, expand your horizon. I think it goes back to sparkle and shine. And that is going outside of your normal box. The routine, the response to something that comes, there's a typical response that goes to that. There's a particular way that things have been flowing. And this is saying, go beyond that. Take another step beyond that. It also happens when you can slow down and be present in the moment to understand that you're not responding or acting out of habit and just out of conditioning. But if you slow down, and as Carolyn's card was taking the breath, then you can take that card of improvise and expand your horizons and go beyond. Something's wanting you to step outside the box. Okay, Alice had a question here. Is he going to communicate with me? His name is Angel. Angel, Alice. Alice and Angel. Okay, this is what we're doing here. Hello, Space. Probably your sister. Who's your sister? I mean, I know who your sister is. I just mean, how do you mean probably your sister? Okay, let's get a card here for Alice and Angel. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm pulling 3 cards here, one for Alice, one for Angel, and one for the relationship. Alice, Angel, and the relationship. Oh, there you are. Okay, so let's get this for Alice. Card for Alice is the Queen of Cups. Here you go, YouTube, Queen of Cups. So Alice, you may be the nurturing kind. You may be the one who's taking care of everyone, making sure that Angel's needs are met, making sure that you're available for Angel. Very compassionate, very nurturing, very caring and loving. Sometimes the Queen goes beyond her needs. So her needs get stuffed down while she does that for everybody else. That's a caution of the Queen of Cups. So Angel here is the 2 of Pentacles. So this is interesting. Here you go, YouTube. So I don't know what Angel's juggling. If he's got two relationships, 2 people that he's working through, or maybe he just has too many things going on and he can't make a decision. He can't, he's out of balance here. He's trying to do it all. Too many balls up in the air. Got to call some things down. And then the relationship is Temperance. Oh, Alice. Oh my gosh. So Temperance, which is a major arcana, which is big energy stuff. So you're writing OMG, OMG, and totally OMG. So I'm guessing you understand tarot a little bit. And so that Temperance card in your relationship is really saying things need to be different. And we need to take a little bit of this, and we need to take a little bit of that, and we need to recreate that relationship. That relationship is going to be something different as a result of combining. And so that's where the relationship will flourish, is if that a little new, a little old, a little this, a little that, a little you, a little me, and then we can create. But if we don't take that risk, take the chance, have the faith to do that, to say we've got to do this differently, it's probably not going to be what you would hope it to be. So make sure that you're speaking what you need to speak. Don't stuff that down out of fear of how Angel will respond. Angel's got a lot going on. He's got to decide and bring those balls down to earth and stop throwing everything up in the air and just trying to manage too many things. And then the 2 of you need to come together and put all of your magic together if you want to have a relationship that will go forward. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's come back here. Margaret asked for a card. Chaco Head is here. Hello. Margaret asked for a card, and then Stacy's asking for a card. Alice, I'm saying OMG because everything you are saying is true. Well, thank you for sharing that. The cards are an absolute reflection of your energy, right? So you came into this card reading open and willing to be receptive and to share your heart, and the cards are responding to that. So thank you for sharing that. And Stacy. So Margaret wants a general card. Let's get a general card for Margaret. A general card for Margaret. Where do we go, Margaret? I feel, oh yeah, okay. We're going to the power of surrender for Margaret. You are very welcome. And the black tourmaline that I had sitting on this card is what sort of was, and it's not, this would not be a sparkly stone, but it was sparkling to me. So this is your deck here. Okay, let's get a card for Margaret for general message. Margaret, general message. What does, whoa, Margaret need to know and do? That's just a little too messy. What does Margaret need to know and do? Margaret need to know and do. Yeah, okay. Margaret, I have two cards for you here out of the power of surrender. I have surrender your desire to control people and surrender the idea you can fix someone. So the cards are not beating around the bush today. They never do on my table. I must be honest. I don't do foo-foo readings. We just tell it like it is, right? So surrender your desire to control people. Being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. I have some things to say about that, as you can imagine. Surrender the idea you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. A lot of what just came up. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. So these are the, and YouTube. And in terms of surrendering your desire to control people, you know, what I'm getting from this is not necessarily that you are controlling people like you've got your thumb. That's not what I'm getting. What I'm getting is that there's an effort to really try to move a person or in a situation in a very particular way. And that has to be cut back, and it has to happen in its own time and in its own way. That even though the intention is there to help and the intention is there to want the best for that person or situation, there's something in there that that person or situation has to do on their own. That's what I'm getting from that. And that surrender the idea you can fix someone is just coming in and saying, you want to help. You want someone to have the best possible. But the addict has to find their own bottom. And we cannot rescue that addict. And I'm not suggesting that it's a person with an addiction, but the point being that people have to do their own work, and we can be there to support them. We can take the lead by showing, but not by pushing. Does that make sense? So that's what I have there. Okay, so coming over here to Stacy, a general card for this work week. Ooh, for a work week. Okay. So a general card for Stacy's go to Moonology then. Margaret, whoa, I do that. Oh, yes. Hey, I hear you. And I will be honest with you. This surrender your desire to control people came up for me in my own card 10 days ago. And it was so spot on, I cannot even tell you. And it was spot on to a very specific situation that I was dealing with in that moment. So we all do it, right? Okay. Some of us more than others. Okay, Stacy, let's get a general card for Stacy for the work week. General card for Stacy for the work week. Let's get a card for Stacy for the work week. And I have something here that just came in here. So these cards that I'm pulling for people, anger, taking time to breathe, surrendering, fixing, and controlling, expanding your horizons, really temperance, not stifling. They're really strong messages. And because they want you to move always in the direction of your higher good. That's what the cards are bringing to you. And so then we use these cards of the general cards of the week to help us get there. And that's why I keep coming back to the general cards about sparkle and shine and improvise, right? Slowing down and taking the lead. These cards then help us with the other energies that are coming through, right? Probably obvious to a lot of you, but you'll watch it again to remind yourself. Yes, whatever it takes, right? Okay, let's get back to Stacy for a general card for the work week for Stacy. Let's have a general card for Stacy for the work week. What does Stacy need to know and do for this work week? Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Here you go. And you are an Aquarius. Here you go, Instagram. It's a beautiful card. So the new moon, we do have a new moon this week, but this bring love into the situation. So what is the intention that you want to set? You're talking about your work week. And so what is the intention you want to set for this week? Are you going back into the office? Are you working now with some people that perhaps you haven't been working with or that you have to rework with again? What is it? And with that new moon in Aquarius energy here in bringing love is to set your intention. This is what we do with the new moon, right? For the week that you want to have. And bring love into that. So I will just give an example. You have a week coming up. It's the end of the month, the beginning of the next. There's a lot going on in terms of reporting and analysis, and it can maybe make you a little crazy. Maybe someone isn't so good. Maybe they're a little sloppy with their work. So instead of saying, I wish they do their work better, bringing love into it and saying, I am going to take the lead, but by showing and passionate and loving, and that is going to take the pressure off that person because they probably know they don't do such a great job. But then it puts them in a different mindset that allows them to maybe shine and sparkle. So that's what I'm getting there. So set your intention for the week, but really infuse it with lots of love there. Okay. All right. So I think we're at the end, unless someone else had a question before we wrap up here. Not so sure. I don't think I missed anyone, but if I did, please put it back in the chat. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. If you missed the beginning of the reading, you can come back to the video at the beginning and you'll get the general message for this week ahead. And if you would like this video, give it a heart, give it a thumbs up, subscribe so that and hit notifications on YouTube so you know when I'm going live and when I post new videos, the shorts. I do put reels on Instagram, so if you would follow through. Laurie, general card for health. Yes, let's get a general card for health for Laurie here. And, share this message, share the reading if there's someone that you know that could use some messages for this week, or if there was a card that came up that made you think of someone, maybe you can share this reading and say, hey, check out this card. I thought of you. That could be nice too. So, Laurie, I am going to magical messages from the fairies for you for general health. And I've got a tourmalinated quartz tower here. So let's get a card. Interesting, Stacy says. Yeah, see what comes up. Okay, let's get a card here for Laurie for a general card for health. Let's get a general card for health for Laurie. You're going to crack up. Vegetarian. A new way of eating gives you more energy, greater health, clarity, and stronger manifestation abilities. You're asking for a general card for health. So here you go, YouTube. I would take vegetarian and take it one step further. But the message being, pay attention to diet. Not only just the food consumption, but the other things that you are, Stacy's got LOL over here, but other things that you are consuming in terms of belief, in terms of, doctrine, anything like that, pay attention. All of that is considered your diet. And all of it contributes to your physical health. We know that. When we are stressed, when we are not living in the present moment, that's that slow down card, right? All of those things that go on with us emotionally, spiritually, how do they come about? Well, they come about in a physical thing because that's what seems to get our attention, because so many of us are not connected to what's going on inside. We live so far out here that we miss some of those very subtle energies. We really have to be very centered and very connected. And it's hard sometimes. And so what happens is it comes out in a physical manifestation, and that's what gets our attention. So pay attention to all forms of diet. And it's a new way of eating, gives you more energy, greater health, clarity, and stronger manifestation abilities. So consider that. Margaret, you're trying vegetarian. Is that what you're saying? Okay. So that is what we have, everyone. That is the end of Sunday Synergy. I thank you all for coming. Love it. Yeah, I think it's a really, Margaret, yes. Well, I am happy to be supportive of you, Margaret. And if there's anything I can do, let me know. I have all kinds of tricks of the trade. And the one thing I will say is I eat and I love to eat. So, so I don't lose out on anything. Yeah. You are welcome, Alice. Thank you very much. Everyone, thank you for being here again. Subscribe if you want to subscribe to my newsletter. There's a link down below in YouTube, and in Instagram, there's a link in my bio. So glad you joined, Stacy. Yes, good to see you. Laurie, thank you for your positive energy as always. I do my best. You are welcome. Thank you for joining in and your support. And sending everybody lots of love, finishing out February. Stay grounded, stay connected, get in nature. And nature doesn't mean you have to head to the mountains. You can just go outdoors and smell the air, look up at the sky and watch the clouds, listen to the birds. That is some really, really healing energy, and it really does connect you and keep you grounded. Okay, it's good for your heart, it's good for your root chakra. So do some of that. Okay, everyone, thank you, thank you. I will see you back here next Sunday. And yeah, tell some friends, bring some friends. We'll see you then. Ciao, everybody. Thank you. Bye, YouTube. Have a great week.